Florida, of course, continues to eke out victories. So it doesn't look all that impressive since the thumping against Michigan. They somehow pull out the miracle on the on the Hail Mary throw from Philippi Franks against Tennessee. The Vandy game wasn't that spectacular. They basically won by a touchdown. They tacked on a late one in the closing seconds, and but they continue to win. The Kentucky game was a near miracle. But Florida, again, even though everybody, including myself, thinks Georgia's the class of the division, they're in position to win the SEC East again.
Yeah, I'm with you with Georgia there. I think Georgia's ultimately going to win the East, but what I've seen from Florida over these last 5 weeks has not looked good. I mean, the game against Michigan was downright a terrible performance all the way around. And I was watching the Tennessee game when Florida played Tennessee, and when that pass was caught by Tyree Cleveland there in the end zone, I was shocked. I didn't think Franks was going to complete it. I don't know what's going on with this Florida team. I really had higher hopes for them than what they've done, especially performance-wise on the offensive side. But all of their suspensions and now Tyree Cleveland being out for the LSU game Saturday, that could really affect them there at the receiver position. And, yeah, Florida's gotten lucky in a couple of games this year. I think their luck is really fixing to run out.
How good is the defense? Because it's typically top 5 in the country. Even when they've disappointed record-wise, let's say under Will Muschamp, the defense has been lights out, one of the best in the nation. Is this defense quite that good?
Yeah, I really like Florida's defense this year. I think that they are yet another top 5 defense. I wouldn't put them right at the top, but I think what their defensive coordinator has going on there, he's really got something special this year with that unit.
Brandon Eisenman joining us from LSU Breakdown Podcast, and also you can catch him on Last Word College Football. Do you think Franks is ultimately the guy? Do you think he's the right winner of the quarterback lottery?
Yeah. Well, with Luke Del Rio being out, yes. I think you have to ride out with Franks if you're Will Muschamp and Doug Nussmeier. I don't really think Malik Zaire really has a shot. And, yeah, I think Franks has pretty much got it locked up.
All right, we're joined by Brandon Eisenman from his LSU Breakdown Podcast and also Last Word on College Football to talk LSU in Florida. They get back together, a couple of wounded football teams when it looks at psyche and a place where they typically find themselves in the SEC versus where they are now looking up at the likes of Alabama, Auburn, and Georgia. All right, Brandon, we appreciate the time.
Thank you so much, Mark.